I just kind of wanted to share my experience just in case there's anyone out there that has a similar issue and needs to find a solution for it. So I'm driving a 2016 Dodge Challenger RT Plus. It's a manual 6-speed, and I had actually let my teenage son drive it the night before, and then I get in the car to drive it the next morning, and it felt like my entire shifter had like shifted upwards. Like I went to go from first gear to second gear, and it felt like it wasn't going down all the way, yet it was in second gear, but it wasn't going down all the way. It's like my whole shifter had moved. So a few minutes into driving it, I realized really quickly there was a lot of play in my steering, in my shifter knob. Like my shifter knob was physically moving back and forth, but not in and out of a gear, if that makes sense. So there was a lot of play in it. So I had taken it to my local part store, and the guy looked at it and looked at the bolt and tried to tighten the top bolt on it. Here, I'll show you. So in here, under here, there's a bolt right here. So he had pulled this down. There, maybe you can see it a little. He had pulled this down and tried to tighten that top bolt. So he then tells me the bolt is as tight as it'll go, and I'm gonna have to order a whole new shifter. This is a $600 Barton short shift aftermarket. They're crazy expensive, and I'm like, this just doesn't sound right, because the car only has 22,000 miles on it. Like how? And the shifter was bought after the car was bought, so the shifter actually has less miles than that on it. So it just didn't seem right. I'm like, what? That's crazy. So I do a little bit of research. So I pull off the cover sleeve to it, the leather cover for it, and what do you know? There's another bolt below there. That bolt is actually an adjustable bolt, so that you can adjust the shifter to where you want it, like for your comfort. So that bolt had backed out. I am not sure why, like who installed it, because the car was used when I bought it, and the shifter was already on it when I bought the car. So I'm not sure who installed it or why it backed out like that, but I simply tightened that bolt back up, and boom, perfect, no play. So the guy at my local part store telling me I was gonna order a whole new $600 shifter is crazy. Like, don't order a whole new shifter. It's simply just a bolt that came loose that backed out. I am, however, gonna go buy some like Loctite or something similar to lock the thread in better, so it doesn't do that again. But I mean, it's just crazy to me that this guy just told me I was gonna need a whole new $600 shifter, and it's just a loose bolt. That's unbelievable. So don't go buy a whole new shifter for $600 and have it installed. That's crazy. You don't need it.